Welcome. My name is Tamara Firth, and I'm here with the League of Women Voters, a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that strives to educate and empower voters regarding current issues and candidates. Part of that education piece is looking at our public resources. And what a better place to start than by looking at our public library here in New Ulm. So today I am visiting with April Eide and going to let April introduce herself and talk a little bit about how she got started on this path in library science.
Thanks, Tamara. Well, like Tamara mentioned, I'm April Eide. I'm the library director at the New Ulm Public Library. And I started my career in library science kind of not knowing exactly what I wanted to do. I have an undergrad in English literature, and I always thought maybe I'd go into publishing or something like that. But when I started to actually look at jobs, nothing was clicking with me. And then in my last semester, one of my classmates was seriously talking with her advisor about going into library science, and I had never considered that, and I thought, well, that might be a fit for me because I'd always been a library user since a young age. So I took a year off in between my undergrad and going to grad school, but then I did enroll for a master's degree in library and information science. After I finished school, I ended up in Fargo and then worked at the West Fargo Public Library first as a part-time circulation assistant. Okay. And then I eventually moved into full-time as their assistant director there. And I oversaw the technology for the library and the circulation services, which was kind of the main service desk where we helped patrons. And then from there, while I recognize the importance of technology to libraries, it's not a specific passion of mine. And so I was also looking to be closer with families. So as I looked for jobs, I saw the opportunity in New Ulm for an assistant director, also working with the circulation services, but on the other hand, programming, which I didn't have as much experience with and wanted to explore. And so I started here in 2017 as the assistant director. And then in 2021, I became the library director.
So almost 10 years
Yes.
You've been working at the New Ulm Public Library.
Yeah, it's really flown.
Yes, well, that's what, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Exactly.
Well, so you have had extensive experience working in the different, kind of the different areas of the library, like you say, technology, circulation desk, that type of thing, and then having been in New Ulm for 10 years. And what would you say, your experience in working with the library are some of the challenges that our public libraries face, and even, in New Ulm and others?
Well, I remember saying in my interview for this position when asked kind of what I saw as challenges for the library, and I think it still holds in a general sense, is that three of the biggest challenges for libraries are budget, doing
Sure.
everything you want to for the community with the budget you have, marketing and letting everyone know what you're doing and getting the word out about library programs and services, and then also just the ever expanding services that are expected or requested from libraries. There's so many things that libraries do, as many libraries as there are as many different configurations of services as you can imagine. So those are kind of the standard challenges I see. A couple things that I think have been challenging specifically to New Ulm is our library space. There are so many things that we do for the community and so many different things that we could do for the community, and we have this wonderful big building with a lot of space on a really great central location, but sometimes it's a challenge to figure out exactly how to use the space efficiently. For example, one of the things we'd like to do is expand our teen space and make it a more welcoming space for teens, and a lot of libraries do that with like a room specifically for teens where they can go and be rowdy with their friends a little bit if they want to, or play video games. And right now we just don't have a great specific space for that. So that's one of the challenges, is just using our space efficiently and in a way that's well suited to our services. And then another challenge that we face here, we're part of the Traverse des Sioux Regional Library, and we receive a number of services from them. And one of the, and that'll kind of allows us to share expenses with a region of 9 counties in this part of the state. And we share an ebook collection, ebooks and e-audiobooks. Some might be familiar. It's called Libby. But the cost of ebooks and e-audiobooks is very high compared to print books, and so just meeting the demand with the budget that we have in our region is difficult. So as many books as we could add, I think they would get used, but the budget just isn't there to do that as expansively as we would like to for the patrons.
And as you talk about one of the challenges with budget, so a lot of that comes from state. Do you have other sources of revenue to help provide for programming as far as a donor base or Friends of the Library, that type of thing?
So the bulk of the New Ulm Public Library's funding comes from property taxes within the city of New Ulm.
Okay.
And we do receive a portion of our budget from Brown County, but the lion's share is from the city. And so, I'm sorry, could you repeat the first part of your question?
Oh, yes, I guess I was just wondering, yes, how the library is primarily funded, and are there additional sources as not just tax dollars,
Sure.
but like a Friends of the Library, or where you get some additional support?
Yes. So additional support does come. The Friends of the Library do some fundraising. They do a book sale each November of used book donations, and then they receive donations that they pass on to support library services and collections and programs. We also apply for a number of different grants. The Traverse des Sioux Regional Library that we're a part of, they administer our portion of the Arts and Cultural Heritage Funds
Sure.
from the state, so we apply for sub-grants, and we use a lot of those for programming. We can use them kind of for arts projects as well. The New Ulm Community Collage banner mural that's in our hallway that we recently installed, that was funded with Arts and Cultural Heritage funding.
Okay.
And then there are statewide grants available for things like library construction. There are a number of other entities that we've applied for programming grants. The Optimist Club of New Ulm has been very generous to the library as well.
Okay, so really, like you say, primarily your base is the tax from the city, but then there are some supplementary things that help maybe enhance some of
Yes.
the programming.
Yes, we're not using those grant funds or donations to fund our operations or our
Right,
staffing.
right.
They're really for special projects or a lot of times programming.
Sure. So talking about some of those fun things, like you say, programming and such, we talked about a few of the challenges. What are some of the things that you're excited about or that you really enjoy about working, in the public library as far as things that you can offer and provide, some of the positive things?
One of the things I've really enjoyed, and I got to do quite a bit as the assistant director when I was doing more programming, was just getting to know the community, getting to know the different individuals who are kind of the movers and shakers in the community, getting to know people who attended our programs and the kind of things they were looking for, and then just building partnerships with different entities to do programs or projects together has been really fun. And something I still get to do as the library director, just less specific to programming usually. And another thing I enjoy about library work in general is just the wide variety of things that I get to do, the things I get to learn from the job, because I never quite know where my day or my week might take me, because we're, a lot responding to inquiries and requests from the public all of the time, and so that brings a lot of surprises to my day, which is fun. And then new challenges to get to figure out how to address and offer more if we can.
Well, and so you kind of touched on that, how the library, so many times when people think of the library, they think of a place to check out books. And the library has just evolved into so much more. of a resource than just books for the community.
Right.
And so I don't know if you can share, some of the other services that are provided. Like I know you can check out movies, there's computers. What are some of the additional things, more than books, I guess?
Well, one of the things we've added in the last few years has been recreation center passes in a partnership with New Ulm Park and Recreation. So we have 3 family passes and 2 single passes, and so they allow our patrons to check them out for a week, and then it's like you have a membership to the rec center for that week, and you can go use everything you would if you were a member, the pool, the equipment, the walking track. You can even take the classes there during that time. So that's really been great, and there's nonstop demand for those.
Yes, what a wonderful partnership, like you say, to provide for families and individuals.
Right. And then related to that, we also have partnered with the Department of Natural Resources in Minnesota to offer state park passes.
Oh.
So we have 3 of those, and it's a similar concept. It's like you have a state park pass for the week, and you can go to any Minnesota state park and use the park. It doesn't cover camping fees, but it's like a day pass to the park.
Yeah, so you can go hiking and explore, and I had no idea. So is that something rather new that you've partnered with them, or has that been in existence for a while?
They've had the program for a while and partnered with
Okay.
other libraries, and then this past year they were able to expand it and include more libraries. And I really, I've been pursuing the program for a while because I think it's great for our patrons, and we have a state park right here in town.
Flandreau.
So
Yeah. Wow. Well, and I know too, when our kids were little, and I don't know if you still do this, but you could check out life jackets.
Yes.
Which I know we'd visit family at the lake, and so it wasn't something that, you'd be using every weekend, but you wanted those life jackets for little people. So I know, is that something you still offer during the summer then?
Yes, we still have life jackets for checkout. We have a variety of sizes for adults and kids. And you can go look at the rack and try them on and see what might fit for your family, and those check out for a week and just bring them back when you're done. And then those are part of our library of things.
Okay.
So that's something we added in the pandemic. We wanted to offer more things that people could do at home while we were social distancing. So that our library of things, which we've continued since then, has the life jackets. It has STEM toys for kids for building and problem solving and science awareness. And then we also have musical instruments in the library of things, board games, puzzles, a few different tools like gardening tools and things that people can check out, and just trying to expand what we offer to the public, and kind of, we know that education and information services isn't just books, so we want to be part of that with the other things we can offer.
That's incredible. I guess I'm learning a lot today too, as far as all the different things that you provide, resources for the community. So that's wonderful.
And sometimes I think people forget that we're also a place in the community, that it's not just about what we offer, but we also have this building with all of this space for the community to be, and we're one of the last places people can go with no expectation of purchasing anything while they're there. And so we encourage the public to come in and just use the space, sit at a table with friends and chat, or sit down and grab one of our board games and play, or go up to the children's room and do the many, many activities that we have there that can be done just on your own and in the space. And then we also offer the meeting room, which we're in right now, which can be reserved free of charge. We do have our meeting room policies on our website, newulmlibrary.org, so people can kind of see the expected kinds of uses for the meeting room. And then we also have study rooms, which can be reserved free of charge too. We have a large one that can fit about 6 people, or a smaller one that can fit up to 4. And those are available, that's all available for the public with no extra charge.
Well, and the library is open every day except Sunday, is that correct?
Yes.
And I know they can check the website for your hours, but so you think there too, you're very accessible.
Yes.
As far as to the public.
We have pretty extensive hours as far as looking at our hours compared to other libraries in our area. We're open till 8 p.m. and during the week,
Yeah.
and then till 5 on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, so it is, like you say, a wonderful place where you can gather as well. And talking about, all the different things that the library provides, I imagine you've got your wish list of things you'd like to, pursue or add to what's available. Do you have anything in the works now, or on your wish list, I guess?
Yeah,
I know you said like a teen space to kind
yes.
of better curate that, but
Yes, definitely a teen space. We know that there's a need for activities and a place to be for teens who are maybe not in sports or other after-school activities, but still want a place where they can go and spend time with friends and, be semi-independent. So we really would like to find a way to offer more for that age group. And then we are in the process of hiring a new adult programming librarian, and I would really like to see us expand into the kind of programs that we're offering as far as, we have a lot of great recurring programs, like we have our needlework and art group and chess club and book clubs that all meet regularly, but I'd love to see us offer more one-off exciting events for
Sure.
the public.
exciting. So things to look forward to. And as far as finding out, what is happening, I know sometimes things appear in the paper. Is there a website people can go to, or is it best to stop in and kind of look at, I know you have a lot of things displayed on your bulletin boards, as far as what is a good way for residents to know what's going on, I guess.
So we advertise our programs and services and collections in a lot of different ways. Probably the best place to go to find it all is our website, which is newulmlibrary.org. And then we do send out a monthly email newsletter, just kind of highlighting new things. And then we also include some fun stuff like staff recommendations of things we're enjoying in there. So if you visit our website at newulmlibrary.org, you can choose Stay Connected and sign up for the newsletter there.
Okay.
But if you're in the library, we do have a print calendar available for pickup each month, and like you said, we have posters up of all the different programs that we offer. And then we do partner with NewCat to do library updates each month. We're on the Something Artsy program as well usually, and we go to the radio station each month. But if you're looking for everything in one spot, our website is the best place to go.
Okay, so the word is out.
Yes. Oh, and we're also on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Oh, okay, so really lots of avenues, kind of appealing to all demographics there with,
Yeah, really trying
different.
to.
Yes. Well, April, I was going to say, I know there's more to share, so I don't know if you have some final thoughts or things you'd like to add about the library and services.
Sure. Kind of my biggest thing that I want to share is that we try to be really responsive to the needs and wants of our community. Our youth service librarian, Catherine Tatnall, likes to say that we're a reflection of the community, but a window to the world. And our feedback that we receive from the community really helps us develop the programs, collections, and services that we offer. So if there is a book you want to see in the library, or a program you'd like us to offer, or something that we could do to make our space more welcoming or comfortable, or a tool you'd like to see us have for you to use to check out or while you're here, just please let us know. You're welcome to stop by the desk and let the library staff know. You can contact us on our website. There's a contact form on there. Give us a call. We just really want to hear what the community would like us to offer so that we know that we're focusing on the services, programs, and collections that are most needed and wanted.
Well, and that's exciting to know that their voice is listened to, and like you say, you really, as a library, want to meet the needs of the community. And so if there's an interest or demand for something, then to try to find a way to provide that. So, yeah. So reach out, and
Yes.
like you say, you've got different places you can connect with that, and even just in person sharing. So,
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me. It was
Yes, thank you.
educational for me as well to
Great.
learn all about the library. And so, April Eide, the director of New Ulm Public Library. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.